mate. Just got kicked out.
No, did you?
Yeah, I gave the mouthful.
Yeah, that's alright. They ain't got no stay anyway. Stand under common law, it's out of their jurisdiction, man. Don't worry about it. We're all free human beings, we're allowed to do whatever we like, aren't we? Simple as that. We've all got a choice, we all make our own choice. I said we're all human beings, we're allowed to do whatever we feel. We're allowed to do.
The law though, isn't it?
Well, it depends what's law and what's not law. This is not law, is it? None of it's law. Like doing an investigation is real law. Yeah, this ain't real law. No, you don't. You go by acts of parliament, which is man-made law. It's not real law. They're acts of parliament and not law. They're statutes. They're a legislative rule of society given the force of law by the consent of the governed. They only apply to you if you consent to them. Simple as that. And all the court systems are commercial courts of equity, not law. So how do you work out it's law? It's not law, it's all bankers' law. It's all about profit and money. It's not about justice and honour, what policemen are meant to be. It's about common law. It's not about anything else. Police are meant to be there for common law to make sure that we don't disturb the peace. That's it. That's why you're here. Exactly.
People have the right to go about their normal business.
They do. No one's stopping them. No one's harassing nobody. We're just here doing what we're supposed to do. We're doing a public investigation, what you lot should be doing at the end of the day. You lot should have done a proper investigation. You didn't do your job, so we've had to come down here and do it for you. Yeah. That's the sad part about it. We've got policemen that ain't willing to do their jobs properly. If they was willing to do their jobs properly, there'd be none of this in the first place. Okay. Do you think people would be standing here if you'd done an investigation?
Can you just go into the...
No, I'm standing under common law. I'm not in your jurisdiction. I can walk anywhere I want. I'm a human being.
You're here to demonstrate.
Well, I'm not here to demonstrate. I'm not here to demonstrate. Do you see me demonstrate? Do you see me protesting? Listen, I'm talking. I'm a human being. I'm standing under common law. I'm not in your jurisdiction, mate. This is a public place. This is a public place. I'm not in your jurisdiction. Well, I'm filming you. I'm not in your jurisdiction. You can't move me away from anywhere I'm standing. You're not allowed to move me anywhere. No, you're a sergeant. You should know better. You can't touch me. You can't put your hands on me. Yeah, you can't move me away in a public place. I'm standing here, I'm filming, I'm allowed to do that, yeah? I work for the press, I can do whatever I like, you can't stop me. I work for the common law courts of England and Wales, you can't stop me, bruv. Simple as that. At the end of the day, I can walk anywhere I want without fear from you stopping me. Simple as that. Yeah, I'm not asking you to put your hands on me, I'm not asking you to touch me. Yeah, you'll be committing assault if you put your hands on me. Simple as that. I am standing. I don't follow your acts of parliament. Your acts of parliament don't apply to me.
Unfortunately, you're in this country.
No, that's where you're wrong. No, you don't. It's only if you consent to it, mate. It's only if you consent to it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Find out your laws. Find out your laws. You don't know the difference between law and acts of parliament.
I'm asking you to step inside.
Well, you're asking me and I'm telling you no. You've asked me, I've said no.
The Public Order Act, that's been
there is no public order. You can't designate a public path as something, mate. I'm a human being, I can walk anywhere I want.
Sir, if you just listen,
I don't need to listen to you. I don't need to listen to you.
You do,
I don't need to listen to you. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm a human being. Step inside where you're asking me to step in from one public place to another public place. It makes no sense.
That's been designated. If you wish to protest,
what, that little tiny place there? Well, I'm not protesting. No, I'm not protesting. So you got it wrong. It doesn't matter. You're voicing your opinion. Are you protesting? You're voicing your opinion. Are you protesting?
Right.
Well, it's not facts. It's your facts, not mine. It's not facts. You prove me the facts. Show me the facts. Where are the facts? Show me then if they're facts. You're saying it's law. Show me the facts. There is no law.
How are you doing?
Hi, thank you. He's trying to move me on. I'm standing under the human being, filming a church. He's trying to move me on. I'm out of his jurisdiction. Yeah, I'm under common law. I'm not even in his jurisdiction. He's trying to approach me, put his hands on me, which is assault. Right? Well, I'm a human being. I'm in the public. I'm allowed to walk wherever I want. You can't tell me where I can walk and where I can't walk. I'm on a public footpath. He's telling me I'm protesting. He's assuming stuff that he doesn't even know. He's telling me I'm protesting and I'm demonstrating. I'm explaining to him I am not protesting. I am not demonstrating.
Let's come over here.
Maybe. No, because he's trying to move. Yeah, I'll talk to you. But he's trying to move me from places that are public property. Yeah, these places belong to us. They're not yours. He's talking commercial court law to me. Yeah, which is not real law.
My colleague is only trying to do his job.
Right. Well, his job.
Listen to me for a minute. I'll let you speak.
Right. Well, you haven't, because you haven't let me finish. I'm explaining to you the situation of what happened. I came up here to phone. He's telling me I have to move over there. I said to him, I'm not under his jurisdiction. I'm standing under common law. I can walk wherever I want. Acts of Parliament don't apply to me. They only apply to you if you consent to them. It's as simple as that. They're statutes and acts. It's what Parliament passed through Parliament, not what I've consented to. Yeah, they assume you consent to everything. Doesn't mean you necessarily consent to everything they say, does it? So they're acts and statutes, yeah, only apply if you consent to them. Yeah, all the other is commercial law. What you're trying to inflict is commercial law, right? That's why. Listen, right? Well, listen. This is what I'm saying. Well, all police at the moment are working for commercial courts and not courts of common law. What they should be. You should be here just to uphold the. Well, what do you mean? Every time we go into a court, you're going into a court of equity. It's about money. It's about profits. It's not about law. It's not about justice. Yeah, it's about profit. That's what they are. They're court equities. Yeah, they're commercial courts. When you understand courts of commerce, you understand how law works. Yeah, because that's what law is. You are officers of commercial courts. You are not officers of common law. Because if you was, you wouldn't be standing here asking me to move on. Yeah, because I'm standing in a public place under common law, out of your jurisdiction. Right. Yeah, your jurisdiction is Admiral Maritime Law, law of the sea. If you want to check it out, you can. Right. Yeah, which is all your commercial, right? So it's all your commercial courts. When you go into a court, you're going into a dead soul. Yeah, I'm not a dead soul. I'm a human being. I'm alive. So I'm just letting you stand here and telling you that I'm alive.
We're
and
moving
I'm
on to things that really we don't need to speak to.
No, I'm telling you about the law and courts, and I'm explaining to your sergeant what acts of parliament and law are. Because gross negligence to know the difference is tantamount to fraud. And if your officers don't know the difference between law and acts of parliament and statutes, there's a big problem. Well, he doesn't, because he's trying to insinuate that I don't know what I'm talking about when he's talking about commercial acts of parliament and statutes, not law. Right. Law, I only live by 3 laws, me. Yeah, that's loss, harm and don't cause damage to no one and don't disturb the peace. I'm not disturbing the peace. I was just filming peacefully, quietly, and he's trying to move me on, telling me that I'm protesting. Now he's telling me what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, not him. How does he know unless he's telepathic? How's he going to know what I'm doing? Okay. He doesn't. If I came here and said to him, yes, I'm protesting and demonstrating, then I'd expect to go and stand behind those cordoned off areas. I'm not here telling him that I'm demonstrating or protesting. He's telling me. So how can you be telling me what I'm doing? I've just turned up literally 5 minutes ago.
Why are you here?
Because I'm, like I explained, I'm filming the church, I'm filming yous, and I'm filming what's going on.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm a human being. I can do whatever I want. You have no authority over me. You've just got a uniform on. He's got a uniform on. Right. So listen, I just let people know where their authority is. Your authority is down here, mate. That's where your authority is. You're a public servant. Yeah. You're a civil servant. You're there to swear an oath to uphold the law of the land. That's it. You're down here. So I let judges know and police know where they belong. They're public servants. They're there to serve me. Not the other way around. I'm not here to serve you. I'm not here to make your job all nice as pie. Yeah. I'm here because you haven't done a job properly. You should have investigated this properly, yeah, and then there wouldn't be none of this problems.
Keep referring to me,
well, your officers, I said your officers in general. Officers, think of the word officers. Where do you get officers? Where do you get officers?
That's
in banks and equity, yeah, equity and banks, because you're commercial officers. You get that CEO, chief executive officers in every form of banks, right? Courts of law shouldn't be no officers. It should be policeman. So you've got police officers and policemen. Policemen uphold the law of the land. Police officers. Well, it all depends if she's a police woman or a police officer. The same thing. It's not.
That's why we're called police officers.
Right? No. You call her a police woman or a police man. Well, we do. This is how we rule. So you call. Listen, no. So police officer. No, it's not. It's not. Police officer means something totally different. No. Because a policeman and a policewoman. So that's like saying they're a man, they're a woman. It's not equal.
The term WPC anymore.
Yeah. Well, we do, and it helps us associate. You're a policeman or a constable and officers.
A little bit ignorant, isn't it?
Well, officers.
You're here as an intelligent person, and you obviously.
Well, but your words are unintelligent. No, because your words are unintelligent. They mean nothing. They're just made up by your parliament. But your words are made up. No, because I'm not. Because all my words come from God. Your words come from the banks and the courts, which ain't real.
All I'm saying is that all these other people.
Well, all I'm saying is I'm a human being. I can walk anywhere. You can't stop me. He can't stop me. You have no authority over me. He has no authority over me. The only one that has authority over me is God. No judge, no bank, no policeman has any authority over me whatsoever. Right, so I've made my point, so just leave me alone, please. I do not wish to talk to you any further. Please go away, leave me alone. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yes, Kevin.
It's as simple as that. Simple as that. I'm standing for my rights as a human being, yeah? We've got rights and I'm demanding my rights. I'm demanding my rights. I'm not asking, yeah, because asking you get told yes or no. I'm demanding what's mine, yeah? Me, I can do whatever I like. I don't need to listen to you. I do not need to listen to him. You're a sergeant with a fancy dress uniform on. That's all it is to me. It's just a front. It's just a mask. Not really, because he's coming over here trying to touch me and push me away. Because he's trying to push me away and telling me to go over there, yeah.
I've not said anything.
When I just stood here, no, and he was putting his hands on me, putting his hands on me and telling me I have to move over there under section where another act of parliament that I don't associate myself with.
Chance to speak, have you?
Well, because
all this has done is All these
you
people are
should
doing
think about things
is
before
filming
you. Right, so you should think about things before you come over and start assuming, and I'm educating you. You're coming over here assuming that I'm protesting and demonstrating when all I didn't even open my mouth, was come over and start filming. No, he did. Your sergeant, Sergeant EK66 of Metropolitan Police, or whatever you are associated with. I don't really know.
Sergeant Stapleton.
Sergeant Stapleton, yeah. So what police station do you come from?
I work out of West Hampstead Police Station.
West Hampstead, right. So that's why you're here, because you're keeping the peace, yes? Is that what you're here for today? Are you on oath today?
Am I on oath?
Are you on oath today?
24 hours a day.
Right, so if you're on oath, that means that realistically you can't pursue acts of parliament because you're on oath. Your oath is to uphold the law of the land.
Our opinion of how the law works.
Well, no, it's fact. It's fact. There's law and there's acts of parliament. No, it don't differ. Law is law. Acts of parliament are acts of parliament.
Calm down. What I said was, our interpretation of law obviously differs.
Your interpretation, Mike, not mine. I know what law is and I know what acts of parliament and statutes are. That's the difference. You don't. You're a police officer and don't know the difference between statutes, acts and law, because you're insinuating stuff that makes nothing to me. It's legislation passed by a bunch of rich people to make us live our life correctly and behave ourselves and not speak against them, because they're all the rich people that get away with doing everything, like evading the banks and tax evasion and paedophile in Parliament and... Oh, wait a minute, 50 police officers arrested yesterday for child porn offences. What do you want me to carry on and on and on? Do some investigating, be a policeman, common law. Don't worry about your pay packet and your mortgage. Get out there, do some real police work, do some investigating, so we ain't down here doing it for you. Because that's what we've had to do. We've had to come out from the public, take time out from our families and doing what we're doing to come and do your jobs for you. Not you personally, but the corporation of the police force in general. In the whole of the UK, it's corrupt, bent, and they hide everything for 50 years, like they did with Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris. We've had enough of it. The House of Cards is falling, your establishment, we've had enough of it. It's just establishment cover-up after cover-up after cover-up. Sick of it, sick of it, sick of hearing about Jimmy Savile, sick about hearing about Rolf Harris. I've got 3 kids myself, yeah, and I wouldn't trust a doctor, I wouldn't trust a nurse, I don't really trust police, I don't trust judges, because you've made it that way. You wonder why people don't trust you. You've got people in America getting shot in the face because they speak out, whistleblowers because they tell the truth. That's what a whistleblower is, someone that tells the truth. That's what they don't like, people that tell the truth. They're scared of the truth. Everyone is. I'm not scared of nothing. I stepped out of fear a long time ago, and all my duty is, not to be rude, is just to let people know how much authority they have over me. None whatsoever, unless I give it to them. Simple as that. Simple as that. And everyone needs to know that. No one's got authority over you, not even you. No one's got authority over you. No one's got authority over you unless you give it to them. So that's the point of what I'm trying to get to. So that's what I'm trying to help you out. Like, I was there fighting for your pensions and stuff. Yeah, it's not a joke. These banks, when they come, they're going to take your pension. Do you think they care about your mortgage?
So what do you think I'm
no, they
here
don't.
Today to do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what your.
So why don't you ask me the question?
Well, because I wasn't given that opportunity or chance when I first came up. I came here and I was approached by one of your sergeant police officers that's telling me I'm not allowed to stand here and film, and I have to walk over there and stand behind there, part of the whatever act he said to me. Public Order Act or whatever he's on about. I don't even know, which is an act of parliament, which is irrelevant to me anyway, but I wasn't disturbing the peace in the first place. I just come and started filming, and he said, if you're protesting, which you are, and you're demonstrating, I said, well, how would you know I'm demonstrating and protesting? I haven't told you that. You're assuming again. Assuming.
You have told us that, really, haven't you?
Sorry?
You have basically told us why you're here.
Well, yeah, I have now, yeah, but I didn't at first when he's coming up to me telling me that I'm demonstrating.
What police officers do,
well, you insinuate and suspicion and
trained to know.
No, you try and find out what you want to know, which I would have told him eventually if he'd have just waited instead of trying to move me behind there. But at the end of the day, I'm allowed to stand here because, like I said, I'm not really demonstrating, I'm not really protesting. I've come down here to investigate and see if any police are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because I can see you standing around a church, but that ain't really doing what you're supposed to be doing.
So what is it we're supposed to be doing?
Investigating what's going on, like with child abuse and paedophiles. Well, you're a police. Yeah, you're a policeman. It is your job. Yes, it's your job. It's your job. You're a policeman. It's your job. You're a policeman. Your job. You're a policeman. Your job. It's all your jobs. That's what your job is. You're a policeman. What's your job then? To give out parking tickets. You care more about chasing parking tickets than you do about paedophiles. Because it's true. Because you care more about giving out tickets for profit. Yeah, because you've got profit under Code G. Yeah, Code G. Right? No, because I've worked with ex-police officers. They're called whistleblowers. Well, because I
saying,
work with
I'm
ex-police
tarring you with the
officers.
same brush.
I've worked with ex-police officers that are classed as
you're not letting me
whistleblowers.
speak, are you?
Classed as whistleblowers for telling us about the pot that they get, and if you don't wash the cars, that if you don't get enough arrests, that you have to wash the cars and stuff. I know about all that Code G, where you have any means of
Well, that's
Ways
news to me.
Act, any means of Ways Act of getting someone to the police station. If you want to get them there, they'll go. It's as simple as that.
That's news to
Well,
me.
that's how you break. But that's how you break real common law. That's how you break the law. You lot break the law every day by issuing penalty tickets and fines. That's not law. That's Acts of Parliament again. That's for profit. That's for the banks. You're running for the banks. It's not news for you. Don't you issue tickets? Do you issue parking fines?
I ride a horse.
Right, do you issue parking tickets? Right, well you don't, but you have police officers out there driving around on their motorbikes. Police officers,
There you go.
because it's
So
officers.
You're tarring us all with the same brush, like
Because
you
you're
said.
all part-
I tar you with the same
No,
brush.
because
and you're
but
doing
that's what you
exactly
did.
the same
Well,
thing to
no,
me.
but I'm
aren't
not
you?
saying you. I'm saying as an organisation. What is your
Let
job?
this lady speak. 'cause
What
I
is
can't
your
hear her.
job? What is your job?
My job is a protest liaison officer.
Right, so what's CEO actually mean?
It's a commissioner's office.
Commissioner's office.
Yeah.
So what is your
So I
actual
work for
job?
the commissioner.
So explain to me what that entails.
Just told
then.
you.
What does
a
that
police
entail?
liaison, come and speak to you. But
About
obviously
what?
I can't get
About what,
a word
though?
in edgeways, do you?
Well, about what then? What are you liaising
to
about?
find out why you're here, what your issues are, if there's anything we can do to sort the issues out.
But you know why we're here, because you're here to liaison. You already know, because you're here to liaison.
But this gentleman,
Why are you not standing on this side?
Yeah, why are you not standing on this side? You're standing there, working
am
for the banks
completely
and the
involved.
judges.
Why are we going on about the bank?
Because the judge plays the judgment, right? Now, because if you're
See,
rich
we're
and you've
going
got
way off
money,
tangent here,
no,
aren't
we're
we?
not, because
Let's
I'm letting
stick
you
to
know
the
what
issues
the
and
issue
what
is here.
here.
Why I'm here today,
Yeah.
because of the judgment that was given by Judge Powerfully, yeah, the justice, which is
the judge made that. So
Yeah,
surely
judge
we should
made-
be having this issue.
Yeah. And so, and what kind of evidence are you?
Hi, Belinda. Hi,
Is anybody in the church?
Because they're really powerful allegations.
Yeah, I don't think them powerful allegations is enough evidence if you like
Well, they said
open an investigation.
and told them to go in the church, so why don't we? Just
No,
walk
they
in.
didn't. The judge
So what? Tell me again what you
found last week.
just interviewing you. Could you interview Belinda as well?
Do you know what's funny? I have actually met you before. Yeah. I was stood outside the Court of Justice. I was doing a video for ITM on the mayor. And I saw you outside there with your leaflet. So yeah, it's strange. Like I have actually.
So you're from ITN?
Not officially, no. I was doing a work placement there, so now I'm actually a goldsmith's master's student.
Okay.
Do you want to ask Belinda any questions? Because Belinda is the Mackenzie friend of the mother with Sabine McNeil.
Sort of involved in the front
But
line,
the,
if you like, in the case, because
We were in the court, weren't we, trying to get Judge Keehan was looking at our application for the return of the children, for the repatriation to Russia, and for the protection of the witnesses. And Judge Keehan referred the matter to Judge Powerfully. She hasn't dealt with it yet, so we need to ask the Royal Courts of Justice what they're doing with that application. And we need the remedy, we need the children returned. What's the name of the Chief Executive of London Borough Barnet?
Andrew Travers.
Right.
Got a gripe with that. I've got a gripe
Is
with
not
Andrew
responding to the communications from the Russian embassy, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
The
Now,
Russian Embassy's written to the Barnet Council, I think 3 times to date, to ask for a meeting, a diplomatic meeting with the children, because they are often and also for the grandparents to be able to visit them again, because the Russian grandparents have been over here since December for the sole purpose. I mean, they're Russian, they don't speak any English, and they're just washing around in UK trying to see their grandchildren. The last time they saw them was in January, mid-January. So, it's now end of March. It's
What
2.5
is
months.
it? There's lots of different things being said about what's happening. Like what's happening? Well, like why people are here to protest.
Well, people are here because this is, let's face it, this is an uninvestigated crime scene, possibly, right? There are allegations that criminal activity has been going on inside this building, and there are witnesses, and there's even beginning to be a modicum of proof, isn't there?
yeah.
Somebody found bloodstains last
Yeah,
week.
on the floor inside, and the toilet smells of blood as well. And the,
Yes. And then also somebody picked up, was it Christine, when she went in, she heard people
screaming during the service.
During service.
There was screaming going on.
And you saw buggies going in.
I saw loads and loads of buggies going in, but I didn't see that many buggies coming out. It's almost like a baby delivery day. And these babies are coming through the airport, so Heathrow and Gatwick airports. And then so these babies get delivered here on a Sunday, and then they get eaten for lunch. So they've got the kitchen set up to do that. So these babies are coming from India, Africa, America, all over the world. So it's. Would you like to interview Christina and Sands, because she's a very great person, the most fantastic person we've got. Christine, hello. Nice to see you.
Silver lining.
Christine, you're going to give an interview. You're going to give an interview now. Come round here. Why are you over there?
Because the policeman.
No, you come.
Ourselves.
No, you come with me.
She can come here.
You come with me.
She can come right here.
Okay. Hey. All right. All right, though. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you
great.
again. Yeah, you see my little friend Mika.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought that was part of your coat. I nearly squashed him. Sorry. Hello. Nice to see you. Yeah, thank you. Did you see the video that went up?
Well, the one that we filmed.
Yeah, in the park. Yeah. Oh, right. I think it's on possibly on All Modern Cons.
Oh, really?
That is his name. Okay. Yeah. All Modern Cons on YouTube. Yeah. YouTube. The rest of them are on there. Did you see the ones from last Sunday?
I've seen a few.
Yeah, one of those they're his as well. If you click onto his other videos, you'll see them. Yeah. Hello, you look familiar.
I was here last week.
Yeah, I know you were. I didn't get to speak to you. Sorry.
I suggested many of us turn up on Wednesday if possible, but it might be impractical because there's not enough room to get people there.
Yeah.
When they move from the school to the church.
Yeah.
From the church to the school.
Yeah, but the amount of police here today, I wouldn't recommend one or two people coming because they'll just lock them up, you know. I think we'd have to come in a big group.
That's what I mean.
But I don't think there's enough, not a big enough group on a Wednesday.
No,
it's not safe, is it? It's safe.
It's
It's not safe.
Absolutely.
It's not safe.
But that's sex day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big sex day, yeah.
When the kids get.
I want to go and talk to some of these police to see what they're doing here.
Yes, they're amongst us, Neil.
Go into the bank, I'm going to ask to pay you something with something called a promissory note. Now you can pay your mortgage on with it, right? It's called a promissory note. It's the same thing they use, right? Now any company over £2 million, the banks, yeah, anything with your signature on it is classed as a negotiable instrument. Right, now they sell that.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. What brings you here today, Inspector Ottom? Which police station are you from?
Well, we're Camden Police. It's
Oh,
London
okay.
Borough Camden.
Do you know which police station service this area?
Well, it's London Borough Camden.
Oh, is it? Right,
all part
but
of
we
Camden
had
Borough.
West Hampstead. Sorry, was the other police stations that came from last week? What are the other ones near here?
Well, you've got West Hampstead, so it may well be the officers that came here last week would have been from West Hampstead.
Oh, right. No, I think there was a different one. They said, forgotten now the name. But what is it that they've said that you need to come here for? Just
Well,
wonder.
obviously, because we expected some sort of protest, so obviously we're facilitating.
Okay.
Obviously the protest, and obviously the human rights of the congregation.
Oh yeah. And what about the allegations of the children, the two children? Have you looked into those at all?
Okay, well I'm not here for that, and I'm not going to speak to you about that.
Okay, well if I was to give you a report now, would you be able to do that? Take that from me? It's a mother's witness statement. I'd like to hand it over to you. Is that something I can give you?
If you want to hand it over to me and I will pass it on.
That'd be excellent. Okay, and I also have a letter that I wrote to the Home Office, to the London, the IPCC, the Serious Fraud Office, and the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, which is that there's evidence in the medical evidence of the two children that they've been raped and sodomised at this church and the school just behind it there, and they've been diagnosed with reflex anal dilatation, which is a serious long-term sodomy of the two children.
Let me just say, my role here today is to facilitate the protest.
Sure.
And facilitate the right to these people to attend the congregation in their church. That is my role today.
Okay.
I'm not going to get involved in anything else. The allegations, because that is being investigated by someone else. So I'm here
is it
facilitate.
at the police station?
I am here to facilitate.
Okay, who's in charge of that?
Your right to protest.
Okay.
Lawfully. Okay. And I'm here to assist the congregation allowing to attend their
I'll
church.
give you the statement anyway.
If you wish to give me the statement, otherwise you have other avenues in which to pass on that statement.
I'll give it to you whilst you're here.
That's fine.
Will I be able to get a reference report? Reference number?
Today.
No.
If you are making an allegation of crime, then there are obviously other ways that you can make that allegation. Is it your allegation?
No, the mother has already
made
made the allegations, but now she's provided the witness statement to go with the allegations.
Okay, well that's fine. So there will be a CRIS report then in existence.
Right.
I take it.
Okay.
It will be.
Well, yeah, hopefully.
Say I'm not here to deal with that side
children
of it.
were kidnapped after that. After they contacted the police.
As I've said, I'm not
by
here
the police
to deal with that side of it. I'm here to deal with the protest today.
Right, they attempted
that is my role.
Yeah, they attempted to kidnap the mother as well. 9 police officers. So it seems to me like common in this country that children who allege sodomy and rapes and cannibalism at schools and churches in the UK
Madam,
get
you're entitled
kidnapped.
To your opinion. Okay.
No, I'm stating a fact.
Okay.
I'm stating a fact.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but
no,
I am not here.
It's
I'm
a
not
fact
here
of
to
the
discuss.
judgment. The judgment of the
Madam, I'm not here to discuss this with you. I'm here to facilitate this protest.
Judge Pawley. Judge Keehan has seen the evidence as well, and he's asked Judge Pawley to give the remedy. Yeah, to give the remedy.
This matter
okay,
with
thank you very much, Inspector Otten.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello. Are you part of the police, sir? Are you part of the police? No. Are you Mr. Morris by any chance? No. Is Mr. Morris here?
This man doesn't have to speak to you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, you're Constable James Arbuthnot.
Close. Arbuthnot.
Arbuthnot. Sorry, that sounds a bit more professional. What is it you're doing here today? Sorry.
You can direct your questions to the sergeant or the inspector.
Oh, right. Who's the sergeant? On the left or the right?
There's a sergeant over there on the right-hand side.
Oh, right. Okay, great. Sorry, and which police station are you from, please?
We're from West Hampstead Police Station.
Oh, lovely. Okay, and you are Constable Cooper, sir? What police station are you from, sir? Are you from West Hampstead or from... Yes, you can say yes, you can nod, or say no. You're not speaking to me. Are you not a public servant then? You're not providing a public service today? The public here require you to investigate the crimes of sodomy and rapes of children. 2 children we found with scars and reflex anal dilatation. That's in the judgment of Judge Pawley. Are you aware of that? That these people in this church are raping. They've raped these 2 children, and the scars have been found, and they've made a diagnosis. The 2 medical doctors have found a medical diagnosis of RAD, which is reflex anal dilatation from long-term sexual abuse, rapes and sodomy. Okay, so if we believe that, we believe everything else the children are telling us, which is that this Father Paul Conrad, who's running this congregation, he is one of the cult leaders here who's doing this,